Hello, and long time no see, everybody. I am finally back building some maps. How is everybody? I hope you're doing well. Hi, Russ. Ha ha ha. You've actually... I have not done a map building stream for some time. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, whatever. The music, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, I haven't done a map build for quite a while, so... And I'm in the middle of trying to make all the floors of the Vanishing library, also known as the Ibarana within my world, so... I thought I'd come on, take some time out to do some building and whatnot and see how we go. The Vanishing Library is the one place in my world, in all of the lore, that exists outside of time and space. So it allows the possibility of time travel within my world, and things like this. So players from my Monday game, Ignition Point, could particularly... This isn't allowed. Hello, Kevin. Why is this not allowed? Map building. Well, yeah. Also, spoilers. Not really. You're not in the game anymore. Although, I mean, the Ibarana, if you guys go there, I mean, the group in the Saturday game knows that the Ibarana exists. Like, everyone kind of knows that it exists and whatnot. Whether or not Richard Feynman remembers is completely besides the point. Hey, look, all I'm building is the maps. You guys aren't going to see all of the monsters and whatnot that are going to be in this place, but it's going to be fun. We are sticking to the magical number of 9. There are 9 floors within the Ibarana, each covering various different clerical domains and things like this. Yeah, you're not going to know what monsters I put in here. I don't even know what monsters I'm going to put in here. I actually have to go through and figure all that out after the fact. So this is the second floor though. I've already done the ground floor, so the reception area that kind of is more like a museum-esque kind of vibe. I've done the first floor, which is a testament. It's a secret for everyone, exactly. The first floor is a testament to progress. So ambition, city, disease, forge, technology, and transportation domains. And I've also done the 9th floor, which refers to because I needed that immediately, potentially for the Monday game. I did do the 9th floor straight away because that pertains to wayfarers, time, and that kind of thing. And just in general, portal travel, because the Monday group needs a way to get to the Feywild. Whereas the Saturday group is in now what is known as Nethreg, which was once upon a time the Hells. For the Monday group, it is still known as the Hells, but for the Saturday group, it is known as Nethreg, which took place after an event known as the Merge. So it has meant that the material plane has become Anthalamir, the Feywild has become Feawir, and the Hells has become Nethreg, and there's a whole heap of stuff going on with that. But yes, so now we're working on... this is what I was working on a little bit last night, Russ, while we were playing, actually. I finished up progress while we were playing, and I started designing and decorating the second floor, which, as you can see, little chambers where combat can happen and whatnot. I think this is going to be the Tempest corner. This is going to be nature, hunt, life, and tempest for all of this. In the center, as you can see, we're going to have a mixed... You're going to see a mixed amalgamation of different types of technologies and things like this, because, as I said, the Ibarana exists outside of time and space, so you will see modern tech like you would see in the Saturday game, like elevators here, mixed in with more rudimentary standard. Yeah, I know. It's so pretty. I'm so happy with it. I love all of this. You're going to see, though, I do have a whole heap of custom stamps and whatnot as we go through. So, yeah. Oh, I love the walls. Yeah, definitely. 100%. So, let me know if the music is too loud, or anything like that. I don't know, unfortunately. Now, where was I? I think I've shaded most things that need to be shaded. We'll see how we go, because I just wanted to come in and get some of this done. And we might even start map 3 depending on how far we get into it. You know what? I might actually, because I am a sucker for stupid amounts of detail. We're going to add some shading under these. Just shadow, because I like adding definition. And I'm glad you're feeling better, Kev, although I'm sad you're not going to be able to make Saturday night. Richard Feynman will be missed. The Feynman shenanigans and antics. If we end up with a bit of lag, I might have to lower. I'm kind of bad. I build the maps at quite high definition, which, as you can imagine, my computer does not like. Yeah, no, that's okay. Life happens. Next week you'll be back. I believe they're going to be back in the city this week. Oh, 4K map editing or death, yeah. I like building at 4K just because, especially maps where I'm having to put name labels and everything on. I just like being able to actually see what it looks like proper, which of course my computer doesn't always like. I have a lot going on with my computer, so it doesn't necessarily like a lot of stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I have a lot of audio equipment plugged into my computer now for work and whatnot, and no less than 3 monitors plus 2 that are mirrored. I'm starting to have driver issues that I'm having to figure out. Yeah, giant screen but 2K editing. Yeah, that's exactly it. You see everything really big and like large and in charge, which is nice, but to see some of these maps, the worst part about some of these driver issues, I don't think my sound card likes my professional audio equipment too much. It certainly doesn't like the DAW that I use. DAW, D-A-W. For those who don't know, who are joining us for the first time, I am a voice actor. So I use Reaper as my recording software. And it doesn't always like my audio interface. So I use a Scarlett, Focusrite Scarlett Solo. Does not necessarily always like the audio drivers don't necessarily always like it. So yeah. So yeah, we do end up with a few little issues like that. That I have to kind of just work around. And as you can see, obviously, as we were discussing, editing at 4K looks fantastic, but it does use so much. Yeah, it uses so much power for it. So this is part of the reason why, particularly when I'm running my D&D streams now, I operate out of my laptop. So, ooh, yes, the VR headset. when we can finally play D&D online with a VR headset, it's going to be epic. I know that there are probably capabilities for doing it already, but yeah, I don't. And that's the thing. I don't know if it's I think it's partially a driver issue. I think it could be a driver issue. It could be a RAM issue. My computer's 5 years old, so it is kind of starting to struggle a little bit. It's joined the struggle bus. And I have a lot of USB things plugged in, unfortunately. So, okay. So, open up stamps. Hello, Amon. How are you? I'll give you a little sneaky peek, Russ, of my personal catalogue. You're about to see. So, for some assets, I have personally, especially for my Fairware maps, especially for around the era of the Saturday game, which is, I do know, I have it written down somewhere. Lately I try to slay the scheduling dragon. Yeah, we've had that real problem a lot, Eamon, recently, because life is lifing. So, okay, so if I just quickly show you, right down the bottom, I have too many stamps, as you can imagine, and so this is why it's going to take forever to load. So I have done some hand-drawn assets, as you can see, for my Fairware maps, but one thing that I've really found helps, as you can see, gears, mechanisms, things like this, little bits and pieces to add in. Some of these, most of these, are actually Roll20 icons. So I can download the asset packs, and that's what I do. So, oh, it does not like trying to load my holy shit, that's so many stamps. Yeah. Yeah, obviously it does not like trying to load this, so yeah, no, we've had a real problem with people having to work or illness, or life. Unfortunately, life happens. I think the longest we've been is we've had a month break here and there, when normally we try to run weekly. But yeah, so many stamps. But yeah, like I said, I've done some assets, built some assets myself, and drawn them just on in Procreate. I'm watching as my stream is joined the struggle bus. However, what I'm actually going to go to is, yeah, loading all the stamps. Does not like it. Hi, Natty Sakura. How are you? Yeah, we've had a little bit of a time trying to get this to load. We're Forest. Loving the new assets. Oh, I'm sad to hear that. Well, I'm glad. I'm sad to hear you've been better. And I hope you're doing okay at the moment. How big are you going to be? It says 100, but we'll see. Oh, not that big. We'll make it bigger. I don't want it to be too big. Ooh, love a good dwarven town. I have actually been spending a lot of my time fleshing my world out because I have been writing a book. Hi, Zephyr. Yes, I have been writing a book. I am almost finished. I'm on the last chapter before the epilogue, so hopefully we'll see. Out of 50 minutes you did nothing. It's so hard when you can't get your... It's so hard when you can't, like, engage your brain to be where you need it to be. It's so frustrating. Now, I think I'm going to have to do this a second way. Because I can't put the trees there. Because then they can't see the thing. So I tend to put in... turn these into tree shadows. Like so. And then lower the opacity. Might need more than that. 50? Yeah. Even 50 might be too much. I'll go over here. Hey, I mean, I build my maps the way that I do because I genuinely enjoy building maps. I understand it's not for everyone though. Yeah, very much understand it's not for everyone. Yeah, I just really enjoy actually getting to bring my world to life the way that I've envisaged it, and I get a lot of joy watching the players like be absolutely baffled how I've done this. So you know what, I'll put a tree there and then stumps, because I put the stumps in obviously to represent the tree trunks, because they would be able to see those from the map. However, full opacity, downsize a bit. 10 is too small. Oh, that's 200, still too big. But yeah, so I thought I'd come on and do a quick little build, purely because I haven't done it for a while, and I want to get back into it because I kind of really miss just getting to do this and actually getting to just really participate and really just enjoy getting to interact with you guys as well. And I find that I'm getting to the point where I start to struggle a little bit because I need maps and I'm like, well, I don't have the time to build it. But it's not that I don't have the time to build it. I've been very busy, actually. I have a lot of projects going on of late. I mean, a little life. Yeah. So one, I decided that I would actually... I've got characters for stories that I'd like to tell, and they're not necessarily viable player characters. So yeah, I really wanted to write a book. So I have started I've almost finished my first draft of the first book in the series. So really excited about that. And it's going to be a 3-book series. It's known as the Blood Ties Trilogy. But in addition to that, I've been up to some crazy stuff lately. So, to give a little life update, so not only have I been working on and editing books for the amazing David Parker Ross, in amongst all of that, I did move, Zephyr. We've moved. We've moved into our house, so that's really, really nice. I'm still editing and recording books for David Parker Ross. I'm actually recording the 10th book in the Perception series at the moment, which you can watch over on my TikTok because I do live recording for that. That book is The Pig Farmer's Daughter, book 10 in the Perception series. But in more Perceptions related news, coming this month, towards the end of this month, we are going to see a full cast audio production, an hour-long audio cast production of Perception's Pandemic, which is a singular event, which we have a whole heap of voice actors coming in to that have voiced characters. So some of the characters who may not have had voices before now have voices, and we're getting to interact with each other, and it's so much fun. I am reprising my role as Hannah and Stacey Grant in those. And in addition to that, I have had a little bit of a role upgrade. I am now the production manager for Tyrus Anders Media, as we bring to life a full radio play production of the Perception series. We are starting the initial first 3 books. So books 1, 2, 3, and I believe 5, leading up to the event known as the Battle of Deep Space. And depending on how that goes, we will continue on with further projects, which we have non-Perceptions related, but we have The Rise of Artemis, which is an urban fantasy in which I am voicing the female lead Artemis, the goddess Artemis, as well as Miss Eve and the City of Men, so a bit more of a fantasy book. So we've got a lot of projects going on with Tyrus Anders Media at the moment. So yeah, I have a story that will be performed shortly for the Hellscape. So if you like horror, keep your eye out for that, because we have an event known as Wishes Gone Wrong. And so I wrote a horror story for that will be brought to life by some of the amazing voice actors over there. So yeah, like I said, I've had a lot on. So this is why I haven't been around doing map building very much recently. And yeah, to say the least, I have missed it. I have really, really missed it, because I realized how much I enjoy actually just getting to come on here and just chill out with you guys a bit. So yeah. But if you want to see what I do for a day job, like I said, you can join me over on TikTok, Tegan Burke VO, because that is obviously my performance name, not Boomeadow. And you can be over there to get voice acting updates, watch me go live, get some updates on the book as I'm going. It's called Of Threads That Bind, book 1 in the Blood Ties trilogy. So that will be finished up this weekend, and hopefully start the editing process, which is a long and arduous task, but totally worth it. It's been a wild ride with it, Zephyr. It's absolutely wild, and I've got lots of plans to continue on with it. So yeah, but in amongst all of that, I do still run 2 D&D streams a week on Monday and Saturday. Monday nights we have Ignition Point, and Saturday we have Equinox, with the incredible Left Foot Kevin as Richard Feynman. So you should definitely join and watch that. In addition to that, I play in a couple of games over on Evil One's channel still. We play Power Rangers on Tuesday night. Thursday night with Russ, we play Monster of the Week, and Sunday nights we play Star Trek with, again, Kevin. I play with Kevin in that one, and in typical me fashion, Kevin and I argue terribly. So, so yeah, that is the long and short of kind of where I've been lately. But hoping to get back into it a little bit more, be a bit more involved. Arguing is part of the hobby, yeah. As players, yeah, you don't always get along, and that is never more true than if you've ever watched me play with Kevin or Andrew, known as I'm Rosewood, or even in the Power Rangers game. I argue a lot with Uzumaki, the Yellow Ranger. But we are getting there, like, trying very much to get along and hopefully save the world while we're doing it. Now, I might even go smaller. You're a very big jungle plant. All of the jungle plants are really big. Oh, you know what though? I've really learned to just kind of go with it. Oh yeah, we've had some wild crossover episodes. Oh, thank you. Yeah, see, this is the way that I get the tree canopy without having to block the map for them later. I will obviously take the grid off before I export it, because yeah, once I put it back into Roll20, then I put the grid for Roll20 in. But I do make sure that I align the map, the grid, with where I want it to go. So do some out here. Oh yeah, sometimes it can make the whole difference of them being able to walk down a corridor. They're like, I'm stuck. And I'm like, it's alright, I've got you. Or just hold Alt as you move your character. It's fine. Alt or Shift, one of those. I think it's Shift, maybe. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay. I was working with the jungle, so we'll start with jungle. Tropics. Tropics will be the actual plant. Got some monsteras. They're ferns. Monsteras. I have to admit, the addition of the sci-fi maps have been very, very helpful. But I do love the jungle plants a lot. Like, they're very pretty. Ooh! I'm so excited for you. It must have been such a long wait, but I'm excited that you're getting to see each other. He will have freedom. Yeah, it's hard when they work away. Yeah, it's hard when they work away, and you've just got to, you kind of just got to roll with it. But it helps to remember that they, you know, a big part of why our significant others do this kind of, you know, is they're doing it because they want to help with the family and make things better overall for the family. So, like, it's really hard, but remembering that does really put it into perspective. It doesn't make it any easier, but it can help alleviate just that desire to see them a little bit, knowing that it'll be worth it in the end. And I find out when we're moving to... Ah, yes, you're coming to South Australia. I warn you, there's nothing down here. But... yeah, well, that's exactly it. And that'll make it easier for you as well. I do like all of these little... See, the problem I have, Russ, as well is... So, I particularly love fantasy battle maps because I love the detail of the stamps. However, I do get frustrated that, like, yeah, I do end up using different stamps all over, even, like, these styles of maps. But the biggest frustration I think I've had is I would love to make town maps using, like, this particular style a bit more. So, like, rooftops and stuff that look a bit more like this, a bit more realistic than the little drawn sketchy ones. I mean, it's a bit like that. I have really discovered that working from home, you do become a bit of a hermit, and you crave, you really, really crave, actually interactions with people, and you find out how much you really miss that interaction. The hard part is I want to put a lot of stuff in here, but because this space is going to be where they can do some combat. Oh yeah, completely understand. I don't want to... I've got the problem that I don't want to overfill spaces because they've got to walk past this stuff, so... I don't want to take up too much space so they can actually have combat in those areas. Oh, when I have to spend a inordinately long amount of time in the booth on my own, yeah, no, I do go a bit stir crazy. Especially because my booth is quite warm. I have now a professional sound booth all set up with all the audio foam and everything. It's fantastic. Absolutely love it. But yes, it does get warm. Recording live really does help. I've had a lot of really fun moments, especially recording Above and Beyond, which is the name of the big production, with some of my fellow voice actors, because obviously if we're in scenes together, it makes it a hell of a lot easier to actually record and bounce off of each other. So we've had a lot of really hilarious moments. I have a lot of interactions with, for example, Connor Lewis, Jasmine Wallace as well, and just, yeah, absolute shenanigans ensue. I'm trying to think of how to depict nature life in the Tempest. Tempest, I think... Tempest, I'm going to add, I think, some more water details and things like this. But the Hunt, which I think I'll do down in this thing, I think we're going to see a lot more trees. Maybe... Oh, the Eastern Packs have, like, bamboo walls and stuff, so maybe I'll do that and add some false walls in and stuff. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Trying to figure out how to depict life. I love the fact that I can see that my stream says that it's unstable, and my first thought is, me too, stream, me too. Oh, it's great to get inspiration from things though. That means this one over here will need to be life. Hunt. These are jungle. You know what? I might do some shadows of jungle trees as well. The best part is I can do this and they will cross over shadows and darken a little bit. And it'll create this really cool, like, mottled crossover effect, I think. Like that. Or is that too dark in some places? Actually, I'll remove that last tree. Turn this one slightly. Then I'm going to get some vines. Oh, it could be that I'm talking really quiet, Socks. Hi, Socks. How are you? I am viciously procrastinating finishing writing my book, to be honest. But it is partially because I haven't been on and streamed for a while. Yeah, I'm muttering to myself. Which is not remotely helpful. Building maps to terrorize my poor players. But yes, no. My stream is saying it's unstable. It does not like the... Okay. I can turn myself up a little bit. My biggest fear is peaking the absolute batoners out of my microphone and murdering all your eardrums. I do not want to do that. Especially because sometimes I can talk very loud. Yes, I can completely understand that problem myself. Like that. That works. Okay. Kind of happy with that. You've been up and down and up and down. Yeah, not bad at all. I've made some banana bread, I've been to the chiropractor, it's now almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I was gonna do a little bit of map building for a little bit, and then I was gonna go, and then I was gonna write for a bit. I think the plan tonight, though, is with good old Drop Bear. I think we're gonna watch the first 3 episodes of Vox Machina, season 3. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, I do like you, though. Your desert plants. I mean, I just had a thought of what would be representative of life. We were having a debate of how we represent life. The life domain, and I actually think I'm gonna make this kind of deserty over here, maybe, because what a better way to represent life doing life things than life in the desert, you know, because we like changing it up a bit. The question is, which sand brush do I want? Life. Representing the life domain in D&D. So we've got nature over here. This will be Tempest down here, and this will be Hunt. And then I was thinking, because I wanted to make it a little bit different, I don't want to just make it all greeny green everywhere. Because where's the fun in that? However, part of my brain then goes, I don't want to change this part. Oh, I'm doing all of this, but I still, despite all of that stuff, I still need to put, it is supposed to be a library. I need to find a way to put some bookshelves and stuff in. The problem is that now bothers me. The question is, have I done it as one long autonomous piece? That is the question. Because if I have, I'm going to have to redo all of those walls. You bullied a gamer. How did you do that? Nerdy Sakura. God, the Australian accent is strong. Because I believe that in Australia, we do say both. Oof! Look. Technically you didn't, the dice did. You did nothing wrong. He only got you once, well done. Nicely done. My computer is so struggle busting it with this shading. It does not like the shading. Ah, that makes sense. Oh, it's very easy to do when you're playing a powerful character. Good job. Okay. Now. Oh, yes. Okay, cool. Sweet. Now the decision is, what do I replace these with? That is the question. Because I don't think I'd... That's a broken desert wall. Do I go the jungle temple walls instead? Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, see, lately I haven't even had time to play, like, my Xbox or anything. Since we've moved in, because we moved in at the end of March, I haven't actually played my Xbox at all. Like, Oh, NPC girlfriend. That's cute, though. I could have sworn there was a vine-covered wall in Temple. Maybe village? Ha ha ha. Is what I'm looking for. That was indeed not what I was looking for. Give me what I want. There we go. Jungle vines. Jungle cliff. Yeah, I can understand that. As a snake wall. I don't want a snake wall. I'll go the recessed jungle wall. Depending on... Are you going to be too big? Are you going to be too small? We shall see. The answer to that is way too big. Looks good though. You reset it with a coin. Always a good choice. What's it look like? That's path ending. Okay, yeah, I like it better with caps on the corners. Ooh. It's a good place to go on hiatus, though. To see the damage that I'm about to do to this. Oh dear. That sounds mildly problematic. Put this wall on the left layer below. do is down a layer. So there we go. It's under the green, so it looks overgrown. Love that. That's what I was worried about. But I think I can get around this by doing this. It's probably fine. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine, Zephyr. Nothing bad can happen from that. Okay. This one's separate. There we go. You know what? I'm not going to interfere with that. Oh, D&D withdrawal is the worst. Oh, see, I love that, Natty Sakura. I love when you give characters, like, deeply involved names that actually, like, have intense significance for your character. Like, I love that level of world building and storytelling, and I adore when my players want to play that style of game out too. Yeah, if it's not ridiculously apparent, clearly I really love a good narrative storytelling point. Go like that, and then this little piece, I'm gonna go down one level. There we go. See, that looks so good. Ah, that's a bad place to be in your character. Ooh. Ooh, that's a nice spicy little interesting part of the story. Yeah, can understand that. Okay, so that's that. It's not what I wanted to do. However, we will save this, and you watch as it tanks my stream, potentially. We'll use all the power to save this, so we'll see what happens. Doing the savey thing. See how that goes. That's fair. I can understand that. It's always hard when the deception is found out and the group then has to deal with the consequences of what does that fractured trust mean for them. But it creates the possibility for some wonderful storytelling. Because at the end of the day, first and foremost, D&D, at least for us who play the way we do, D&D is supposed to be a storytelling game. The point of it is to tell a good story. And unfortunately, good stories don't always have happy bits all the way through. It is still saving. It's oh, sheer chunky boy. Here we go. Finally, we're getting some movement. Oh, that's always nice when you can revisit a character that you've loved and get to bring them to life as a second go round the way that you actually wanted to. Find some things that might be nature related. Fancy bookcases. That makes complete sense. You'll have to send me a photo when you're done, because it will look so cool. die. Go down a layer. You know what? I'm going to get rid of that tree. I'm going to put this cactus in there. A bit smaller. If only because I know they're going to have to walk past a cactus. So, Vedetta was a fantastic character. I really enjoyed Vedetta as a character. Okay, back again. I think I'll finish this section and then that might be me done for today. Keeping it nice and short. Does the farmstead have a bookcase? I've got broken furniture. What would I want though? Trails. Thanks for stopping by, Socks. It was great to have you here. All good. I'm going to be finishing up shortly anyway. Have fun. Enjoy your time together. Thank you. Have fun. I'll see you around later. Where to put it? Where to put it? Realities I can't put too much anywhere. I like this, I think. Come in nice and close. Because it's nature. Oh, I can definitely put this. Definitely think that this is going to be not necessarily naturalistic things. However, things that denote life. Why not? Like so. Do that. Too big, much too big. Butterflies. Get some of the yellow ones, orange ones as well. which will not be seen against mahogany, but it's mahogany. That's not what I picked. It's getting real laggy around here, parts. I'm gonna come down to wizards, I think. Okay. I think that will just about do it for now. So we've still got the Hunt and Tempest domains to do. You know what? See how we go. See how we go. See where it is. I'm not there. Oh, get bigger. No, too big. Still too big. Taking a hot second to do that. Ha ha ha. My cat just totally walked over my mouse. Don't know why, but here we are. Some of these. Forest. I'll go with these ones, I think, these trees, because if I remember, they're kind of big. Idea. Let me go. Yeah, just... Get that one. Some brambles, I think. Depends on how big they're going to be. Might have to scale them down. Do have to scale them down. We're going to go 5. Add in some brambly bits. Because depending on the monsters that they come across in these floors, I think these are a good trap for like a hunty area. A huntery area.